Hey guys, happy Easter. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite products that I have been loving recently. The first one I have to mention is the Dove Advanced Care Antiperspirant Deodorant. Now this is the Soothing Chamomile one, and I have to say I really like this deodorant. Now that I switched to Dove deodorants in general, I find them to be a lot more soft and gentle, but at the same time effective. So I really like Dove deodorants. And this one in particular has like a really nice smell to it. So I like this one. The next one I have to mention is the Garnier Skin Active. This is the Micellar Cleansing Water. Now, it doesn't matter what micellar cleansing water I use. I like all of them. This is just the one that I have right now. It's the one with vitamin C, and it's the all-in-one brightening one. I didn't notice this to like really brighten like my skin, but I do like it. And I find that it makes it a little bit more glowy than like the other Garnier ones. If anything, that's the difference that I noticed in this one. And I find the micellar cleansing water in general to be very soft and gentle in removing makeup. It does take longer than like a makeup wipe in my opinion, but it is more effective and it isn't nearly as stripping, so I do like it. The next one I wanted to mention to you guys, so this is a hair product, and this is the Not Your Mother's All Eyes on Me. This is the 10-in-1 Hair Perfector. Now, I've been using this as like a detangler, like right after I take a shower, just to make it easier to brush my hair out. And I've really been loving this. So it claims that it instantly transforms unmanageable hair, and it has natural keratin in it. And for the 10 instant benefits, it says it adds body, detangles, adds shine, protects, moisturizes, controls frizz, repairs dry hair. It has heat protection, mends split ends, and creates silkiness. And that's this one. Now, I was kind of skeptical to try like Not Your Mother's detangler this, because I've tried the other one in the past, the red one, and I didn't care for it that much. But this one is a game changer. Now, I've been using that other, like, it's a 10 one. My sister got it on sale and I borrowed it, and then I decided to buy it myself, but I bought it full price. And I just found that it was kind of expensive to keep buying, and I got this one instead. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to that one, this one is really good. It's a lot cheaper, and it's still pretty effective. I would say it has controlled my frizz a lot, and it's made my hair feel a lot softer and silkier in general, so this one is nice for that. The only thing I do have to say is it does help control the frizz. Not as good as the It's a 10 one, but for the price, this one is like, this is good. Also, I gave it to my mom. I bought her one as well, and she loves this product. She has very fine hair. So if you have like fine hair or just frizzy hair in general, this definitely does help. Also, if you just want your hair to be more silky, smooth, and easier to brush, I would highly recommend this one. The next hair product I'm going to mention to you guys is this waver. Now, I have been getting into like waving my hair every once in a while just because I hate my straight hair. Like, see, they're braided today, but I can't even do braids on my own hair. My mom did them for me, but I love braids. I wish I could do them. I'm just really bad at it. So whenever I just want like waves in general, instead of like having braids for it, I really just like to wave it. And this wand has been working out really well for me. This is the Bedhead TIGI Wave Artist, it looks like this. It's a little bit of a bigger wave, so if you want like a more bigger wave, I would go for this one. I had like old ones that weren't nearly as big as this one, and I found that they kind of were like a little bit too small, and it made my hair look more crimped than waved. So this is the better of the wave ones that I've seen for the price. This is like $25. So if you're looking for a cheap one, this one I got it at Walmart for $25, and it works pretty well. So I recommend that. The next hair product I wanted to recommend to you guys, this is like one of my favorites as well. This is the Hask Argan Oil Repairing Hair Oil, and it strengthens and restores. I have been really liking this. So I find that coconut oil makes my hair like way too oily. It's already kind of like oily, especially at the top to begin with, where it does get more dry at the ends. But argan oil, like this one in particular, has been really working well on my hair. And this also, whereas the other one doesn't help with the frizz nearly as much, it does a little bit, but this one is super effective with frizz in my hair. So it kind of like makes my hair have less of those like flyaways, and I find it to really add to the silkiness to my hair. So I really like this one as well. And this one was pretty affordable. Like, I mean, it's very small, but I believe it was like $1 something. So it was pretty affordable, even though it's small. Okay, so the next one I have to mention to you guys, so this is a face cream. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. Now I'm going to show you guys what this looks like on the inside. So it has like this insert thing that I took out, but I already used up this much, and I only got this, I want to say like a couple weeks ago, and this is so nice. It's so soft on the skin, and it has become one of my favorite face creams. Now I like the number 7 one, but that one's not so expensive, but it's like $25, whereas this one is about like $8 to $10. But it still makes my skin have like that nice soft feeling where it feels very hydrating and moisturizing at the same time. It's not so thick either. It's kind of like a thinner, more watery consistency, but I find that it to be very effective and very hydrating. So if you have dry skin and you kind of want like that super hydrating feeling, I would really recommend this one. I think even oily skin I would recommend, but it might be too oily for you guys. Okay, moving on, I'm going to share with you guys a lotion that I've been loving. This is the Johnson's Baby Lotion. I love this stuff. So it says that it nourishes baby skin for 24 hours. It has no parabens or dyes. And I can't pronounce this word, but it also says this. But I have to say, I've tried a lot of lotions before, and with my dry skin, I want something very moisturizing. So this one is really nice. It kind of keeps it to the minimum with the scent. It smells like baby powder a little bit, so not my favorite scent in the world. But you know, like the Bath and Body Works ones and the Victoria's Secret ones, although they smell really good, I don't find them to be nearly as effective in terms of being moisturizing. But this one's really nice. Even though it's a baby lotion, it feels very soft, very gentle, and it gives you like that soft and gentle effect on your skin as well. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like consistency wise. Again, I kind of like prefer like watery lotions where they're very like thinner but still effective. And I know you're supposed to go with thicker if you have drier skin, but I don't like that as much. I prefer the thinner ones. Okay. The next one I want to mention to you guys, this is the Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Self-Tanning Dry Oil. And it has a coconut scent to it. This is like my favorite self-tanner as of recently. Also, the Loving Tan is really good, but it is pretty expensive, so I need a break from that. This one is still a little bit pricey. It's not like $10 or anything, but it is very effective, and I want my tans to look like natural, you know what I mean? I used to work at Planet Fitness, and we could use tanning beds, and I didn't even use tanning beds before, and I used tanning beds at Planet Fitness because I worked there and we could use them for free. But now that I don't work there anymore, I don't have a membership there, so therefore I'm not like using tanning beds. So I wanted to get some self-tanners, but I still wanted it to look more natural. And these ones right here work very good if you want a natural tan. If you have dry skin, I'd recommend the oil versus the mousse, because I had this problem recently where I use the mousse and it kind of can get scaly. Now I exfoliate my skin, I add lotion to it as well before I apply self-tanner. But if your skin is very dry, you could still have an issue with blotchiness, especially if you're using cheaper tans like the $10 ones. Just a fair warning, like self-tanners can make you look kind of splotchy after a while, or they kind of come off that way where it can kind of look scaly and splotchy. So I don't really like that look. But the spray-on ones, like the liquid gold, such as this one, which it sprays on, and I hope they come out with more self-tanners like this, because I find it to be more effective. Although it looks very natural, I still don't look orange, you know what I mean? Which I hate that look. And this one, it kind of just gives me like a natural, like summer kind of like glow. So I really like this one, and it's super easy to use. I have a mitt that I use with it. This is the mitt I use, Loving Tan mitt. And I just spray it on here, and then I apply it all over my body, except for my face. Sometimes I use this. This is like the self-tanner that I feel the most comfortable using on my face, but I have another one I'm going to mention for my face. And I have to say, if you want a more natural tan, but you still want it to, like if you have dry skin and you don't want like to worry about blotchiness or anything, or coming off weird like a mousse does sometimes, this one's really good. If you want like a darker tan, go with like the Loving Tan, like the ultra dark or the dark one. But this one is a lot more natural, and it makes your skin, it still works pretty well, and it makes you pretty dark if you apply a lot of it. But it still looks pretty natural at the same time. Like where it looks like your natural tan. So I do like that about this self-tanner. And I have to say, I think I'm going to continue repurchasing this one over some other ones I've tried. I do want to get the Loving Tan as well for the summer, but this one's really nice for all year. The next one, speaking of face tanner, so I recently got this product from Target. This is the Tanologist Face and Body Drops. And this is the dark one. And this is what it looks like. And I use this for my face. So what I do is I mix these two together. The e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, or just whatever lotion I'm going to use for that day. And I mix it with this. And I apply it to my face and sometimes my neck too, because self-tanner on my neck can kind of look weird as well. I did apply like that other self-tanner to my neck, And it's still not perfect looking. I didn't shower yet, so it will look a little bit better at least. However, this one does work really nicely. You still have to be a little bit careful with it. Like what I mean by that is when you apply it, make sure you go all the way up to your hairline, because otherwise it can, this has happened to me where it's like white up here, and that's not cute either. I still have to do my hands. I haven't done that yet because I applied self-tanner this morning, but this works really nice for your face and neck. So I really like this. I wouldn't use this all over your body though, unless you don't mind paying for it over and over again, because I have to say it is quite expensive though, so just a fair warning. Okay, the next product I'm gonna mention to you guys, so this is a nail polish that I've been loving recently. I'm wearing it today. It's very pink, a light pink. I'm really bad at applying nail polish, if you can't tell. That's why my nails are like never done. But this is the color Free to Roam, and it's the Essie one. And I like light pink. I love red, light pink, yellow, whatever. But in nail polish, I really love red and light pink. And this is a really nice nail color. I really enjoy it, and I wore it for Easter. So just wanted to mention that one. Okay, the next thing I'm going to mention to you guys. Oh, I forgot another tanning product. So this right here is the Bondi Sands Gradual Tanning Milk. And it says it has cocoa butter scent. So I really love this. Like, if you can't tell, this is my third bottle of it. And I got it from Walgreens. I think I got it on sale too, so it wasn't too expensive. It was kind of expensive for like a lotion, but I have to say this one is very effective. So if you like want to use like a self tanner, this is the one that I use to keep up with my tan. So when my tan's starting to like fade a little bit, I applied this on. Now I don't think it helps that much if you have like white blotches on your skin. It's not gonna like really help cover that up or anything, but it does help like make your tan last a little bit longer, and it does make you look, you know, like a natural bronze dark color. Not too dark or anything. I mean, it looks natural, like you're like a real tan. But this is nice. It doesn't make me look orange unless like I apply it too much of it. But if I apply like a decent amount, but not over the top, this works really well. And I could also like apply it just by itself, and it's really nice. And it's a very like watery consistency. I'm just gonna share with you guys kind of like this is like how it applies. And it has like a nice cocoa butter scent. So if you like that kind of scent, I think you'd really like this lotion. So this one is really nice. I would still recommend washing it off your hands though if you apply it, because it can make your hands orange, and that goes for any tanning product. So I know this contrast looks really weird because I haven't applied it to my hand, but since I applied self tanner today, I didn't want to try to apply it to my hand because I was going to be washing my hands a lot during the day, but I will apply it over the night just to make my hand not look so stark white compared to my tan. But I really like this lotion. I actually love the Jergens one as well, which I didn't mention. But the Jergens one is good, but you do have to kind of customize, make sure you pick the right one, because otherwise it can look orange or it can be too light. So finding the right one to pick for the Jergens one, whereas this one, I find it kind of goes along with your actual skin, so it kind of just is a gradual tanner. It's not like, they don't have like a light, medium, dark for this one. This is just, it works for whatever skin tone you have. So that's why I like this one a little bit more. The next one I have to mention is, so I have a concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm going to show you guys. So I have like super bad bags under my eyes. And I like this one because I find it to be pretty effective. Sorry, usually I use like a beauty blender. Okay, now I'm going to look like super white. I applied like kind of too much of it. But I really like this concealer because I find that it's like very brightening, but still very effective as well. But still feels lightweight. So it's like lightweight, but also gives good coverage and is pretty effective and brightening at the same time. So I really like this. And it doesn't really like emphasize texture under my eyes. The only thing I have to be careful with this is my skin is very sensitive. So sometimes this can like make me kind of like want to sneeze a little bit, or it can sometimes, like if I'm having like allergies on a day, it can make my eyes feel like kind of itchy. So that's the only thing that of my concern with this concealer, but otherwise it works really well. On most days I don't have that problem, but if I'm like feeling like very, if I have my bad allergies that day, this can kind of like be bad. And that's when I switched to the Maybelline Fit Me, or not Fit Me, the, what is it? That other Maybelline concealer, Age Rewind one, because that one doesn't like, I'm not sensitive to that one as much as this one, but I like this one because it gives like better coverage. So this is a really good concealer. Now, the next product I have to mention is a mascara. This one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this stuff. I'm actually wearing it today. So I'm going to show you guys. This is the mini one because I got it for my birthday. This is the wand. Now look. Okay. This makes my eyelashes look insane. Like, this looks like I am wearing fake lashes or lash extensions, whatever you want to call it. My lashes do not look this long, but this mascara makes them look that long. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on it, and I'm going to be honest. You know, like that L'Oreal like Lash Paradise mascara? Now, I've worn that one before, and the first time I tried that one, I hated it because I was like, man, this makes my lashes look good, but it's hard to apply because the wand's so big, and it flakes off like crazy. But I think what was happening was I rubbed my eyes a lot during the day and I didn't even realize it, so it would smear underneath my eyes. Well, eventually I started to like that one and it became like my favorite mascara. And then I tried this one. I finally like spent like the $27 on it. And I was like, this one's really good as well. I like both of them about equally, but this one I find still gives like the length, the volume. It almost is a little bit less volumizing in a way because it doesn't like clump together nearly as much. But I kind of prefer that about this because it doesn't look as clumpy as the L'Oreal one. But they're both like really good and pretty close in formula. So I've been really, this is like my favorite mascara, I guess, and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise because it's so similar, but it's a lot cheaper. Okay, the next one I have to mention to you guys, this is the Physicians Formula. This is the Spotlight Primer. So I'm wearing this underneath my foundation and it makes my skin look really glowy. I'm going to show you guys. I applied like a lot. So if you apply too much of this, especially if you're not wearing like makeup over it, it's going to make you look like the Tin Man. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. But if you can, like, I hope you can kind of see the glow to it. But it gives your skin such a pretty, like, glow. I can barely see it myself. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Like, it gives it that beautiful glow and radiance. and I'm wearing it underneath my foundation. I really like it. If you want your skin to look more like dewy, glowy, and give it like that shine, I would recommend this. And even if you use this like and you don't wear like foundation, I think this would be really pretty. It's a lot like the Becca one I've heard. Like it's supposed to be a dupe for that. But it makes your skin look really pretty, glowy. And if you wear it like with no foundation too, I think it would be really pretty. But just apply like a lot less because you don't need a lot. Okay, so the next one I want to mention to you guys, this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. Now, this one is the N5 Neutral True Beige one. I really love this foundation. I finally went back to this. I also love the L'Oreal, another L'Oreal foundation that I can't think of. The Glow Pro one. Yeah, that one. But this one I've been loving recently because the bottle's bigger, so I get more product, and it makes my skin so like radiant and glowy and beautiful. So I have been using the Wet n Wild one, which I do like, but now I don't think I'm going to use it every day because my skin's really dry, and sometimes that can look kind of like cakey and drying on my skin if I apply it every day. But I still love that foundation as well. The next one I have to mention to you guys, this is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist with Argan Oil. And it says, I don't even want to butcher the pronunciation of that, but this is it. I love this. I love it. So what I do, so I sometimes use this as an inner corner highlight. However, I kind of want to stop doing that because it's really expensive. This is like $15, okay? It's overpriced in my opinion. But I love it, and it makes my skin look so glowy and dewy and beautiful. Now, I've heard to do it like, people do it like after your makeup, so I'm going to show you guys. This is what it looks like. You can already see like a glow to it. I really like it. Oh, let me show you guys. Sorry. Before I, okay. So it gives your skin like this beautiful glow, right? I love that. But also the reason why I like this, so usually instead of applying it right after my foundation, what I like to do is put my foundation, like dot it on. So you dot it on. So I'm going to show you guys like my foundation. But then, so dot it on, but not rub it in yet. I forgot to do that. I already rubbed it in. And then apply this. Because it makes your skin look even more glowy than if you applied at the end for some reason. That was just what I noticed. But overall, this is a great product. I also like to use it for the inner corner highlight, which I did today. So, really good product. The next thing I'm going to mention is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the deep one. I don't understand how this is deep. Like, I'm literally more pale than anyone I know. And this is definitely not the deep. This shouldn't be the deep. Sorry. It's too light to be a deep bronzer, in my opinion. But I'll show you guys what it looks like. But I do have to say, I really like this bronzer because it gives my skin like a natural bronze. And I did apply it today, so I applied it over my foundation and my neck. And I always go back to this bronzer, but the biggest thing that I love about it, besides the fact that I find it to give your skin like that shine, is the fact that It smells so good. It smells like coconuts, but in the best way possible. And I want a perfume that smells like this. So, love that bronzer. But it is really expensive and they don't come in great shades, so they need to do better with that. Next, I have a blush that I'm going to mention. This is my favorite blush. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the shade Doll Face. It's a beautiful like bubblegum pink shade. Now it looks bubblegum pink in the pan, I should say, but sorry, this is like the most annoying swatch video because you can't even like really see. Here, let me see if I can. But anyways, I'm wearing it on my cheeks. Let me see if I can show you guys. But it looks a lot lighter when you apply it to your cheeks, which I think is really nice. Now they have some ones that are like pack more of like the pigment and more of a punch. I'm applying a lot of this, if you can tell. So sorry, it's gonna look like really crazy. But even for like a lot of blush, which I would never do this, I usually would apply it with a brush, but I don't have it with me right now. It still looks like really nice and really soft and pretty. So if you like a soft, like lighter pink color, this is it. This is a really beautiful blush. I also like a mauvey one. I think it's like, I want to say it's like Party, the one in shade Party, which is really nice. It's like a nude color, and I love that one as well. But I want to mention another blush product. This is one I've been loving recently as well. So this one's my favorite one, but this is a new one that I got, and this is one I can't wait to use, especially during summer. Well, I'm going to use it now, no matter what. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and it's in the shade Turks and Caicos. So if you can see, it's like a beautiful coral color. And I'm going to try to apply it for you guys. I'm applying so much blush right now. But look how beautiful that is. It's like a beautiful coral peachy color. I mean, it's not like as dark as some corals, so it's kind of like a coral peach. Look how beautiful and pretty this color is. I love it, and it gives my skin like a beautiful glow to it, which I love. I also think that cream blushes like this one, the Putty Blush, would be so beautiful, like even with like a no foundation look. So if you don't wear foundation, I find powder blushes sometimes like they don't show up as well, but if you apply a cream blush, it packs a little bit more pigment. So if you don't like to wear foundation as much, maybe go for like a cream blush like this one. Beautiful. Okay, so I have two highlights I'm going to mention. I have the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and it looks like this. This is so beautiful. I'm going to show you guys. This is kind of like a beautiful champagne kind of color. So I usually apply this with a brush, so sorry if I butcher it for you guys. But this is what it looks like. And I like this because it gives you like a beautiful like natural blush color, which I think is so pretty. So this is like a great, like if you want like a very natural highlighter kind of like look. And I mean, it still packs like a punch to it, but it still makes your skin look like skin, and it doesn't go too like stripe of highlight on your face. Look. Now my favorite highlighter I'm going to mention to you guys. This is my favorite as of recently just because I've been on a kick with natural. But this one's my favorite. This is the Revlon Skin Lights. It's a beautiful gold highlighter. I love. I live for this highlighter, you guys. And it's in the shade, what is it? Daybreak Glimmer, but they have different shades. This is like the lightest one. And it's a beautiful light gold. So if you like a light gold highlighter, this is the one. And I also use this, I used it as like an inner corner highlight on my eyes, and I really like it for that. Okay, so I have a brow product I wanted to mention to you guys. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch. This is in the shade Taupe. Now, my hair is like naturally this color, this icky, like dirty blonde or light brown kind of color, you want to call it. Light brown, maybe. So that's my natural color. And my eyebrows are kind of like that kind of color as well. Now this shade in Taupe, and it's the Lift and Snatch, works really well. So I applied it to my eyebrows. I'm already wearing it, so I'm not going to reapply it. But I like that microbladed eyebrow look, so this one is perfect for that. So if you want like a microbladed brow look, this one's good. I also love the other NYX one, like the micro brow one, but this one's also good if I want like to even look more, my brows to look more defined, then I go for this one. Okay, so I have a palette for you guys that I really like. I'm wearing it today in the crease and on the eyelid, and I like it for like a no, this is my favorite palette. Okay, so this is the Tarte Lid and Bloom palette. It's not my favorite palette because I have a lot of favorites, but it's one of my favorites, okay? And look at these colors. Aren't they like beautiful? This is like gonna be my wedding palette, I think. And what I do, so I like this palette for a very natural look. I've been really into like the no makeup looks, except for my foundation. I kind of cake that on. But like for the eye looks, you know what I mean? Like no makeup eye looks. And sometimes I just apply mascara and that's it. But sometimes I love to reach for like a palette like this because this crease, it looks very like minimalistic. All I used was Flower Child all over the lid, and then I use Sweetheart in the crease right here, and it's beautiful for that. It gives me a very natural look. Okay. Now, I also love this lip gloss. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, a hint of mint. And I love this gloss. I'm wearing it right now. I'm going to apply more of it to show you guys. So at first I hated this because it kind of has like a weird taste. Like when I get like a hint of it and smell, I'm not huge on it. At first, at least. But, okay. Once it like your lips start to tingle with this, I really like it then. Because it has like a minty kind of feeling to your lips. So that's what I love. It is sticky, which I'm not a huge fan of, like sticky lip glosses. And it kind of reminds me of those sticky lip glosses from middle school. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But because of like the mintiness in it, it makes it so much better. And that's what I love about this. So yeah, highly recommend. Okay, so now we're going on to my favorite body mist. Now this is like my favorite, besides Lovely Dreamer, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say as of recently, because I have like a lot of favorites, okay? But I didn't want to mention Lovely Dreamer again, because we all know that's my favorite. So this is Victoria's Secret Heavenly. I love this fragrance. Now, I haven't used it a lot, but this is gonna sound weird, but my favorite fragrances, I almost save those. Like I don't use them. I try to use my like ones that I don't like as much up first, because I'm almost trying to get rid of them. Or ones that like give me more nausea are the ones that I use more often, because I'm like almost trying to get rid of those. But this one smells so good. It smells like pears, and it gives my skin like, my skin like a beautiful skin scent. And what I mean by that is it lingers all day on my skin. So I smell it on my skin and it makes my skin smell beautiful, but it's not like the scent projection where, you know, you smell like the fragrance like Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo or Good Girl or something like that. It's not like a super strong fragrance, but there's something about it that's so nice because it's like a light and airy and beautiful like skin to skin scent. So where it makes your skin smell so beautiful. So if you like the smell of pears, and it doesn't say that there's pears in here, so I forgot what the scent notes were, but I believe it's some kind of floral in here. But if you like the scent of like pears, I'd highly recommend this stuff. And it is beautiful. I also find this to be like a good church fragrance. So I know that sounds kind of weird, but this would be like a perfect to wear to church. So this is the one I wore for Easter today because of that. And this is like pretty much my favorite one, but minus Lovely Dreamer, except for that one. Now, I am still going to mention Lovely Dreamer because this is my favorite, and I'm already using up so much of it. I'm really sad, guys. I feel like I'm going to run out of this so fast, so I like stop wearing it. But it's so beautiful. This has like a beautiful like laundry scent, but in the most beautiful way, like linen or clothes straight out of the dryer. But this also gives my skin like that beautiful like scent, makes my skin smell beautiful, and it lingers on my skin more than it projects like in general. It's not like you're gonna smell this across the room, but if people are close to you, you are gonna smell beautiful with this one. These both are very powdery scents, and they're one of my favorites. Now, I'm going to mention another scent that has become a favorite of mine this past month. This is Hibiscus Guava Fresca. I wore this to the gym, you guys, and I like, okay, this is like an amazing scent to wear to the gym because every time I wore it, I was like, I smell fresh. It has that fruitiness, like a fruity, fresh kind of scent. Some people say it's candy-like. So at first, it smells like that to me when I first spray it. When it dries down, it smells a lot more fruity and less candy-like. So I think it smells a lot better because of that. And anytime like I was at the gym and I smelled it like on me, kind of like this almost smells like maybe when they say candy, I could even picture like smoothie like kind of smell. Yeah, maybe like that. But I could smell it like all day on me, and I thought it was really nice smelling. So I really enjoyed that. It's actually like my favorite fruity scent as of right now. So I really love this, and it's fresh. I'd highly recommend it. Like if you guys work out a lot, try to wear this one to the gym if you have it, because this one is really like refreshing and nice smelling. The next one I have to mention, this one really surprised me too. This is the Bodycology Pink Vanilla Wish. I don't know what it is. This is very perfumey smelling. Like this to me smells like a perfume and a body mist a little bit, but also a perfume. And I love it. It's kind of like, it says it has sparkling pink peonies, warm vanilla, and almond. So you kind of get like this floral mixed with vanilla kind of scent. And the almond as well. So I find that this really ties it together. It makes it almost smell like a cupcake, but with like floral in it. Like a sophisticated cupcake, vanilla cupcake kind of like perfume, floral perfume scent. I don't know how to explain it, but it smells really good. And I've been really loving this recently. I'm like, hey, this was at Walmart for like about $4. And this has become one of my favorites, so just had to mention that. Okay, you guys, and last item that I'm going to mention as my favorite of the month, this is the Oscar, was part of a mini set perfume, and I believe it's the rose one. This smells so good. It's a little bit soapy, like ever so slightly, where it's very fresh smelling, but also kind of like, I don't know if it's like fruity or floral, but it's one of the above. I guess it's rose, so maybe floral. But it's so soft and beautiful. It's not like an old lady grandma floral either, like a old lady rose scent. It's like a younger rose scent. And this one's really pretty, and when I wear this to the gym, I'm like, it's almost like a juicy but at the same time soapy smell, and I really love it when I'm at the gym. So if you find this at Ross, like this little mini set, I'd highly recommend it. And this one especially is like my favorite. All right, you guys, those are all my favorite products that I have been loving as of recently. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great Easter.